distinguished guests, my dear friends, welcome to the Milan International Design Forum, the Art of Awakening in Chan Design on China and Design.
Thank you, everyone, for our special event, the Art of Awakening and Chan Design. This is a really special moment for the Chan and the design. These two special elements combined together in this big world, and we're going to, to many more peoples to understand the meaning of Chan and how can they combine with design to benefit the world. Chan 是一个很特别。
Chan is a very special oriental element. Design in Milan. Milan is the capital of world design, and the organizer, the, the World Design Organization, and also the Mr. Sinchin, the founder of China Design in Milan Design Week, and China, Milan, and Oriental Wisdom. I hope that we can continue and make this event sustainable and to represent the Chinese culture to enter into the global stage. This is not the first time for us to hold such an event. In Beijing, we have Chan Design, Mindful Peace, and Slow Life. And in Suzhou in 2011, we have continued this such a form. And today we're here. And behind this Chan Design are the spiritual figure, Master Teaching, a venerable Master Teaching from China. Venerable Master Jijun, during his more than 40 years of Dharma dissemination, he has integrated the Buddhist spirit into every aspect of our everyday life, from the Art of Awakening in 2018 and Chan Design and Slow Life. That makes Chan no longer the academic topic among the lectures, but also he makes Chan enter into life and the everyday design. Therefore, today, before we start, please allow us to give us a keynote speech, The Art of Awakening and Chan Design. Now let's welcome. Good morning, everyone. I'm very glad to be able to be here in the international capital of design and discuss with everyone about China design. I think this is a very special occasion. A communication between the West and the East. And personally, I believe compared with the expert of design, I'm not expert of design. It's just that while building the monasteries in China, we considered how to use the Chan wisdom to put it into the design of and construction of the monasteries. And we hope that the mandala that we build will be able to provide a place for people to find inner peace and stability, and to share with you about what we have explored in the process. And so the exchange today, I would like to share with you what I have gained and experienced during the process. When we talk about China design, it considers not only about the product of what we design, like the building and artworks. It also includes the design of a life itself, because life is also designable. We all realize that the world is fast developing, especially after the pandemic. We face the ecological changes, there were international conflicts, artificial intelligence since last year, the AI, big models emergence. This makes us, the humans, see the threats. We see that a lot of uncertainties in the future development in the world. Therefore, we see that many people live a life that's meaningless, and they feel anxiety about the future. They feel uncertain about the future. They cannot see the future. Therefore, in such a time, in today's time, how can we face the change of the world and also be calm and easy to embrace impermanence? How can we do that? And also, with the fast development of AI, how can we improve our life? We shall not face the development of AI while we, our humans, stay where we are. And whether human beings will be replaced by AI, that's the threat that we'll face. So how can we understand our life? Can we improve our life facing the fast change of AI? So I believe these questions really worth pondering. These are important questions that we need to discover today. We need to explore today. For the for Westerners, the design of life, it seems to be the creator, the God, and it is something that we, the humans, can do. But I can tell you that it is the characteristic of Oriental wisdom, Chan wisdom. The Chan wisdom will be able to help us to understand and penetrate the truth of life. By understanding life, we can change, we can fulfill the change of life. So the wisdom of Chan allows us not only to design our environments, our residential environment, but also enables us to better design life as our own product. We do not only want the world to be a better place, but also more importantly, we want ourselves to be a better person. But what if the world becomes a better place and we have more and more problems? That's meaningless. And also equally important, if we become a better person, and how can we make the world a better place? When there are more and more people in the world will have more and more problems. And I believe the problems, the questions, and the issues of human beings are the root issues of the world. So my topic today includes about Chan and Chan design, and I will talk about in three folds. One is the Chan's function, Chan's meaning to our own life. How can Chan help us better our life? And we'll also see that a lot of designers, while in their designing activities, they will face a lot of problems, including the peacefulness, the peace during the process of designing, and the pressures, stress, anxiety, a lot of psychological issues. So how can we allow the designers, while designing, utilize the wisdom of Chan to better their life, to have a self perfection. That's the second question I want to talk about. Thirdly, is about the Chan design. While we designed the designing Chinese-inspired artworks, what features shall such artworks have? And Chinese-inspired design artworks, what are the differences between them and the normal design works? So that's the three focuses I would like to talk about today. That was a brief introduction. I do not use a lot of PPT. Please forgive me that. Chan is the art of awakening and a pathway to enlightenment. Chan design is to apply the wisdom of Chan to help us to go beyond the attachment of self and dualist options and create artworks that enable physical and mental stability and harmony. When we create our artwork, we do not only try to use it, we do not face the need of our daily life. I believe right now people need not only physical stability but also mental stability. When we say, what is a home? Home, it is not a house. When we have stability and peace within it, it is home. If it offers no stability and settlement, it is not home. Therefore, physical and mental stability and equal harmony, that's the purpose of Chen design. Well, first, when we talk about the Chen design, first of all, we need to understand what is Chen. And for this question, we have three aspects. Firstly, I would like to share with you that Chan is the awakened mind. The human mind has two facades. One is the confusion, the other is awakening. What is confusion? Confusion, there is another concept in Buddhism that is called ignorance. Ignorance is like when we are in this room, when it's total dark, you can see nothing. But also in our mind, there is also a light of wisdom. When such light is not lit, we cannot see ourselves clearly. We do not know who we are. We cannot see the truth of truth of the world. So when everybody comes to this world, we have an eternal confusion, which is the concern for every philosophy. So who am I? I consider myself every day, but who am I? What represents me? Where did I come from? And where will I go? Where was I before death? And where will I be after death? And what is the ultimate meaning of life? Because of our ignorance, we are not be able to see those questions clearly. When we are not clear about these questions, we will have an erroneous perception of the self and the world. Because of such erroneous perception, we will have a lot of afflictions. Also, ignorance has has another feature is that being unaware. We do things being unaware. While being unaware, will create a lot of emotions and a lot of troubles. The feature of Chen is to light up the lamp in our mind. The lamp is an awakened mind. When we lighten that up and unlock the awakened mind, we'll be able to see clearly what do I think about every day? What do I do every day? We're clear, totally clear about that. Therefore, in Chan practice, we need to do a lot of mindfulness training. While we walk, we need to be clearly about where we're walking, and when we eat, we clearly know what we're eating. So, such awakened mind, such awareness will be able to help us to go back to the awakened mind, to experience the awakened mind. When we have the awakened mind, we'll be clear about our own thoughts, and then we will be able to be the master of our life. Therefore, usually a person cannot control their life. We are influenced about our emotions and bad habits. We want to change ourselves, but we can't. Why? Because we fall into those habits unknowingly. But how can we change that? How can we see those things clearly? We need to develop the awakened mind. Then we need to use the Chan wisdoms. When we are able to do that, we will be able to be the master of our life. We will be empowered to change our life. The second feature of Chan is that Chan can unlock our pure intuition. So that is mainly from the cognitive level. Everybody here, the Western, especially the Western people, advocates rationality. Rationality, we do that through concepts and our cognition to the world. But however, rationality is only confined to understanding external phenomena, but not um, the nature of the world. Kant, the Western philosopher, has already realized the limitation of rationality. And the Chan wisdom, the Oriental wisdom, it can not only help us to understand the function of rationality, it can also help us to understand the pure intuition. Therefore, the awareness is really important because such rationality, and the human civilization and human culture cannot live without the creation from rationality. And in Buddhism, there was saying that knowledge is a gate to all wonders. Rationality can create everything, but also it can destroy everything. For example, a person, you have everything, you have good food and good sleep, but you will think a lot of things that pains you when you are in your room. That means rationality can also create a lot of afflictions, a lot of distractions. But once we can utilize that, it can help us to create a lot of beautiful things in this world. That's two-sidedness of rationality. And also, we have pure intuition. It can help us to understand the truth of the universe. So the Buddhist Chan practice aims to open the pure intuition. The people's mind in this world will feel that we are so tiny in this vast universe. There are two levels of our life: the limitedness and unlimitedness. And limitedness is shown in the rationality level, and the unlimitedness is on the pure intuition level. Our mind is actually in oneness, united with the universe. The universe is vast and boundless. Let me think. If the universe has no conscience and no life, it, the existence of the universe meaningful? Without life and consciousness, the universe is a dead one. The reason that there is life in this universe is because of consciousness. So, what is the consciousness of the universe? It is the human mind, the human nature. In the Song dynasty, there is a philosopher that he says that the universe has no mind. The universe is my mind. This is actually the Buddhist philosophy. And what is the pure instinct? How shall we unlock the pure intuition? We need to go beyond concepts and thinking. Well, in mindfulness practice, mindfulness meditation train two capabilities for us: concentration and awareness. While we do everything, our mind is like a pure, clear, like a mirror that enable us to be clear about everything we do. When there are a lot of images in our minds, many visualizations, we do not judge them, we do not conflict with them. Without getting into the rationale system, we'll be able to enter the pure intuition. So that is something we can get from Chan practice. So the pure intuition from the perspective of creation, that is the greatest source of creation for us. We can think about it. Is it that we isn't that we have we're in the pure intuition level? We are of the most creative. And the second aspect was what I've talked about. Chan practices help us unlock the pure intuition and able us to understand the essence of the itself and the world. And thirdly, Chan can lead us towards life's awakening and self-liberation. That is the Oriental wisdom and the greatest divergence between Oriental wisdom and Western religions. And Western religions believe that people are unable of self-salvation. There must be a God, omnipotent, all-powerful creator to be the dominator. But Buddhism believes there is no one that is dominant of your life. Everybody can save yourself. That is what Buddhism mentioned. Everybody has the Buddha nature. Everybody can become the Buddha. Everybody has the potential to be enlightened, and will be able to unlock the internal treasure in our life and tap into the potential of awakening. When we are able to do that, we'll be able to fulfill the self-salvation. In the Platform Sutra, it says that the Bodhi nature is originally pure and clear. If you are enlightened to that mind, you are straightforward Buddha. Actually, the enlightenment is already there. It's because we're deluded, cannot see that. What do? We only need to understand the pure nature, and then we can become the Buddha. Chan helps us unlock our potential for awakening and self-liberation. Therefore, everybody can be your own master. But we need to only can only do that through Chan practice. That was the first question. What is Chan, and what is Chan's relationship with life? The second topic is Chan and designers. And the pictures, from the pictures that mandala that we have designed. In designing, there are four meanings of Chan to designers. Firstly, and Chan practice can help us to cultivate our ability to concentrate. The biggest problem of people today is that we have a chaotic thoughts and we have a chaotic life. Because of such a chaos, we are unable to be productive. We cannot sustain our focus to do things, but Chan practice is able to help us to keep being focused. But there is a means to that. It's not only let us to be focused on one thing. Most importantly, we need to be aware, to be clearly know what we're doing. Such a power of awareness will be able to deal with all the chaos in our mind. It's an ability to pacify the chaos in our mind. So through Chan practice, as designers, if we can regularly do some Chan practice, Chan meditation, we can make our mind peaceful and empty our mind. While designing, we'll be able to be more productive and more focused. And secondly, Chinese design gives us inspiration leading to sudden enlightenment.
为什么这么说呢？
Why do we
我们
say
要把我
that?
们的生活，
We may know that in our life,
从佛教的角度来说，我们生命就是一种累积。
from the Buddhist point of view, life is an accumulation. The reason that we are today, we have such an experience and we have habits, is because of our accumulation. Such an accumulation brought us rationality, and experiences, and that uh, makes us attached to what we feel. When we are attached to our feelings, then there will be bottlenecks to our designers. We'll be fixated to our own thinking.
的这个智慧呢，
And the Chan wisdom, it can help us to remove such barriers of our assumptions,
通过禅的智慧，
to allow us to live beyond our assumptions. Through Chan practice, we can go beyond our own feelings. That's our problems. We live within our own feelings. We cannot escape from that. But Chan practice allows us to escape from it. Our emotions, feelings, experiences, because Chan can help us to understand awareness, which is as vast as the unlimited universe. So, all our experiences, all our thoughts, they are all the clouds within the sky of our mind. Without Chan practice, we all live under the clouds. But through Chan practice, we'll be able to go beyond the clouds to see the mind as bright and clear, as vast as the universe. When we are able to see that, and then the feelings from our self experiences will no longer be our limitations. We'll be more open and inclusive, be able to learn more, to understand more, and even will keep, there will be a constant fountain of creation for us. And thirdly, well designed. Well designing Chan can help us relieve from stress and anxiety. There's a lot of work stress. People may get depressed or they have other psychological problems, but Chan can be able to help alleviate those problems. On the 1980s, there's a psychologist Kabajin in the United States. They brought right mindfulness to the Western world, and there's a course that's related to the right mindfulness relieving stress. Why mindfulness can do that? Can do that because it will enable us to jump out from those different emotions, anxiety or worries and emotions. Why? Because we are easily get caught in those by those emotions. If we can escape from them, and and then we'll be able to see that those emotions are only pieces of clouds within our mind. It's like that we can watch the sky, watch the clouds coming and going. It will not influence the clear and blue sky. That's why Chan can relieve stress and anxiety. And Chan can make designers inner perfection, enables designers inner perfection. Chan design is not only external product, but meanwhile we're trying to create a fulfilling life and leads to life as awakening. It's a comprehensive product. In Buddhism, we say that one thought leads to the Buddha, one thought leads to the demon. In our mind, there is a good force and bad force. There's a limited force and unlimited force. But when we practice Chan, we'll be able to see that clearly. What elements are there in our life? What kind of life do I want? we can eliminate those bad factors and make our mind powerful and become the master force in our life. We can dominate our life. The reason that we have we think we have our habits today is because of our long time accumulation. Habits become personalities, personalities become characteristics. But we need wisdom to understand why are we where we are today. Maybe people are good, have good manners and good blessings. They might become a good person, and some people might become a bad person gradually. So, if we have a Chan wisdom, we'll be able to realize what the elements formulates our life. How can we create a better life? In Buddhism, there is a set of means, and Chan provides the most straightforward and the easiest way toward that end. That's the relation between Chan and designers. And I believe those questions for a lot of designers, they do have those problems. Designers often stay up late, they face a lot of stress, and there will be a lot of anxieties and depressions. Once we have the Chan wisdom, we will not only be able to create good artworks and also in the process of designing, we can make designing practice, then that will have we will be able to have inner perfection. Therefore, what you are is better than more important than what you have. The artwork, your life as an artwork is related to you most directly to now, to the future. Therefore, is of eternal meaning to us. Whether the artwork is good or bad, it is of only temporary meaning, temporary value. And also, this is my proposal of Chan design, the six-word maxim. First, no self. When Westerners see this, no self, they may consider this hard to understand. We talk about no self. Many people might believe that does that mean that I do not exist? Is it a negation of my existence? No. The Western people promotes advocates the self-value. They need to seek for self-fulfillment. Normal people, I believe, that in this world we seek for three feelings. When we strive for our living, we are working for three types of feelings: self-importance, self-superiority, and self-dominance. And for those three feelings, we work really, really hard. We are tired by that, but we keep seeking for the true self, seeking for self-fulfillment. But what represents the self? What represents me? If we ask ourselves that question, it is our life and our artwork and our social status and our physical body. They only have a relationship with us for more than a few decades. Those are only external. We take whatever external that's not us as us. And then what's the result to that? That will result that the human beings, when we often lose ourselves while seeking for the true self. We take those are not of self as ourselves and we get lost. When then we will create a lot of afflictions and troubles. All troubles in the world, everything in you can have a relationship, and once you will feel afflicted. Everything that you are not labeled as the self and as me or mine, you will not be troubled by it. So the teaching of no self is to help us shake off the misconceptions about the self, allowing us to rediscover who we truly are. So the no self is a negation of the erroneous perception, erroneous understanding of the self. So Buddhists talk about the original face. What was your original face? That was the purpose of a Chan practice. Need to find out.
然后我们再讲一下这个无我的这种智慧在禅意设计里边啊，
Next, I would like to talk about the application of no self in Chan design.
用呢，我把它总结
Such an application I concluded as 2 points. Firstly,
创作的时候，
when we create, no self means not putting ourselves center stage. Usually, when we create a design, we tend to boost our ego and to show that our own value, our own achievement. That is also one type of thinking, while no self
所以这里边是
focus on benefiting others, leading to creations that offer comfort and peace. One is to boost the self, and one is to benefit the others. If we start by altruism, and then it's no self, design of no self. If we design to focus on our ego to show our own achievement, then it's self-centered design. If we hope that we can create artwork that is able to help more and more people, help the better the environment, offer comfort and peace, that is also fulfilling a value. On the contrary, if you only want to boost your ego, it may not benefit the society. It only shows your own personal achievement, but how exactly the big value the creation will have, it's hard to say. Secondly, no self means letting go of self-attachment and fully understanding the user's needs, which reduces communication costs and prevents conflicts. We can see that a lot of designers have a hard time communicating with its clients. Clients have their own designs. They can have their own needs. We cannot understand each other. Therefore, we have a hard time communicating with each other. If we jump out from our own feeling to understand the customer's need and help by using our skills to fulfill their needs, and then our design will be very useful. That was the application of Chan design in no self application into Chan design. Secondly, formless. Formless as emptiness is the same. Once we talk about emptiness, we may think that the fourth great emptiness and everything does not exist, but the emptiness in Buddhism is a profound wisdom. Emptiness aims not to deny the phenomenal existence. Physical, we have quantum mechanics and relative and classic physics. And Buddhism, how does Buddhism see the world? Buddhism has a dependent origination theory. Buddhism tells us that everything is a fake phenomena consists of conditions and relationships. Nothing is fixed or unchanging. Everything is a fake phenomena of conditions and relationships. Therefore, emptiness tells us that once we can experience the emptiness of wisdom, we will no longer live within our own self-attachment and assumptions. Emptiness also includes the infinite possibility. For example, in this room, this hall, if we take it as a teaching lecture hall, it is a lecture hall. Without such an assumption, we can do a lot of things with this room. For example, it can be a lecture hall, it can be a living room, we can open a shop in it. But when we're fixated that it is definitely a lecture room, then it is a lecture room. It's nothing else. Therefore, emptiness in Buddhism helps us to relieve us from our self-nature understanding of the world, because that is the fixated and unchanging nature we believe. But nothing is fixed or unchanging. Everything has an infinite possibility. Therefore, emptiness the knowledge of emptiness helps us to penetrate the empty nature of everything and experience life's infinitude. It's like the cloud and the blue sky. Clouds are only phenomena. Behind that clouds, there is the endless sky. If you're attached to the cloud, you cannot see the sky behind it. If you are not attached to the cloud, you'll be able to see the vast universe behind it. With the emptiness wisdom, we'll be able to shake ourselves off the assumption toward everything. Once we remove that assumption, and then everything, because Buddhism says that one is everything, one is all, and everything has an infinite possibility. We need to remove our erroneous presumption, and then everything can become our material of creation. And to accomplish infinite possibility. From Chen design, emptiness shatters our attachments of dualist oppositions, allowing us to create artworks that bring harmony to humans and architecture and life. We see that in designing, there are a lot of designing that's separated. A building is a building, the environment is the environment. They're separated. And the building people attached to buildings and constructions. So the Buddhism theory tells that human buildings, environments, they are one. If we put this building into the environment, the building need to be part of the environment. When we put the environment around the building, and it can be part of the extension of the building, and we need to stop being attached. For example, the building constructors, they only fix it to constructing a building, and designers only fix it to design it. Because if each of us are attached to our own fields, then we cannot cooperate, cannot create an environment that offers peace and stability to our customer. When we remove all our attachments and presumptions, I believe our internal awakened nature will be relieved. If we live in the world of dualist options, we're not free. We are not. When we escape from the dualist options, we are back to the vast universe, back to the mind as vast as the universe. When we are in that stage, we'll be able to tap into the infinite creativity. So designers, we all know that when we're most relaxed, we can have inspiration. If we are all tense, uptight, and filled with anxiety, we will not be able to have inspirations. We only need to empty and roll out those stress and anxieties, and to be able to relax, then we will have a better creation of artworks. And thirdly, infinity. We need to understand how finite the world is and how infinite the world is. I think the world is infinite. Our life is limited, and our psychological activities are finite. But we all know that the world is not only finite but also infinite. The universe is infinite, and our life, this lifetime, is only a period of our entire life. Our life is like a long-lasting river drawn from the endless, beginningless past to the endless future. So our lifetime here is only a tiny period of that entire river of life. And our mind, there are a lot of thoughts, mental activities, that is limited. But behind that, there is a mind as vast as the unlimited universe. Such mind is infinite. Therefore, we need to understand that from the finite aspect of life, might think that life is short, as we're tiny and meaningless. But once we can understand the infinite nature of the universe is my mind is the universe, and then we will be able to see that life is eternal. It's not a short period. Therefore, Buddhism tells us to believe that we do not only need to understand the finite nature of the, the finitude of the life, but also we need to understand the infinitude of life. So therefore, infinity in Chan design, and mostly offers the feature of either reality, finite, limitedness is a boundary. We need to have boundary, and we also need to go beyond that boundary. And Chinese-inspired design mainly shows the feature of ethereal. That means the elements need to be simple but not dull. Our environment and our building need to be natural, but it cannot live without manual works. But we need to have manual work, but not too much. Natural, but not too wild. Simple, yet not dull. Rich, but not complicated. Sometimes rich makes complexity. Simple might be dull if you have too many artificial works, human creations. There will be a lot of there will be too much fabricated. Therefore, we need to deal with the we need to deal with the relationship between what is artificial and what is natural. I think that is really important. The fourth maxim, super mundane. In this world, this is a world we need to be eagerly engaged. But if we're attached to our social status and gains and losses, we'll be very tired because the world is fast and changing and permanent. Even if we're successful, it will have a hard time. If we fail, we'll have a hard time. So between success and failure, we need to remain being calm. Therefore, we need to be actively engaged while when we maintain a super mundane transcendence. For example, if we can read a lot of read diamond sutras that every conditioned dharma are like shadows, bubbles, and lightnings, and etc. And we need to contemplate them as such. So everything in this world is a fake phenomena of conditions and relationships. For example, everything happened in the past if we thought of that, if we remember those that it's like the dream we had last night. So therefore, life is like a dream. You have such understanding, although you're eagerly engaged in doing things, but still you can easily face the impermanent changes. Normal people are easy to be fixated by their own experiences and own assumptions. We hope the world to become such, but the world is in itself impermanent. It's not that what we can control. Therefore, we need to have the emptiness, wisdom, impermanence, and no self. We all know that it's only temporary phenomena. It has own regularities of change. So we need to remain the supermundane transcendence while being engaged. And then we will be able to live a life in this world calmly and easily. And works of Chen design need to have a supermundane trait. I've concluded 3 points. And firstly, mundane design focuses on additions to achieve luxury. We need to be better than everybody. But supermundane design focuses on reductions. It needs to be simple, modest, and straightforward. So all the materials that we use, all the space we design, we focus on simplicity, modesty, and straightforwardness. That is the trait of supermundane trait of Chen design. And secondly, worldly designs accentuate the ego and search outward. Supermundane, while the supermundane design returns us to nature and our own mind. All the design need to be harmony with nature, to be aligned, aim to be aligned with our original mind rather than our desire. And thirdly, mundane designs cater for worldly desires, while supermundane designs fulfill the deep and intrinsic needs of life, cultivating inner peace and the quiescence in our life. So mundane designs satisfy the needs for our social status, fame, etc. While supermundane designs focus on how offering peace and stability. So we have a Chan design space, and once you walk into it, you feel peace and stable. The fifth feature, quiescence. We'll know that in this world, it is a very loud and impatient world. Because impatient world makes everybody tired. Therefore, I propose that here in this world, if we want to measure a person, whether he is happy or not, I believe there is an ability that is very important, the ability to rest. Many people do not have the ability to rest. They keep being busy every day. They can't sleep, and their mind and body are really tired. How can you have happiness like that? So such impatient mind need to be pacified. Quiescence enables a quiet mind. So quiescence is really beautiful. The beauty of nirvana. Quiescence doesn't mean there is no sound outside. The external world can have a very loud noise and cars running, even people, even a lot of loud noise. But internally, you are calm. Therefore, through Chan, we can calm the inner restlessness and experience the beautiful life's inner peace. And many people think that nirvana is a dead stillness, dead quiet. No, it's not like that. Through Chan practice, you will reach a quietness inside and joy, inner joy. That is the nirvana inside. So, with a Chan mind, it will radiate with peace and stability and harmony. And some people design with artworks that makes people feel that is cause restlessness. And many people see Master Hong Yi's calligraphy. They think that there is not is there is only peace in it. Like quantum mechanics today mentioned um, the the binary directions of wave and particle. So it's about dependent on how what kind of mind do we participate in the design. Whatever mind we put into our design, it will radiate with that feature. If your artwork radiates with the quietude and its influence to the people in the world is different, it brings people peace and stability and bring humanity harmony, bring the world with the peace. I believe the spirit that we put into our buildings will influence people's spirit, people's mindset. Transcendence. The last feature of a Chen inspired design is transcendent. Transcendence means preserving the life's independence, not being burdened by material possessions. I want to say that transcend the material world and sitting and watching the cloud rising. If we're not transcendent, we'll be we'll have a hard time living a life. If we were transcendent, although we have a lot of things, but nothing stays in our mind. We just respond to whatever comes to us. Nothing comes, when nothing comes, I do not respond. Nothing is in my mind. That is transcendence. So the works of Chen, artworks of Chen, need to have a transcendent quality. How can we do that? There are 3 points. Firstly, the purpose of design is not to boost the ego. Steering clear of self-attachment is crucial for maintaining a detached mindset. And a designer, we hope strongly that our artwork can be ranked as number one, etc. You will worry, you will think a lot, and you cannot be transcendent. If your artwork does not show too much your ego and you are not attached to your artwork, then you are able to be transcendent. And secondly, not pandering to popular taste and instead of preserving the work's independent and purity. Also demonstrates detachment. Sometimes when we do that for fame, when we that's not ordinary mind. So only when not pandering to popular states can we preserve the work's independence. We only work for the beauty of the work without during popular taste, without only for money. Then the work will be pure. And thirdly, maintaining a transcendent mindset allows us to approach everything with openness and balance, thus enabling better learning and the creation of outstanding works. And we'll have open and more inclusive minds, accept everything and to open to everything. Thus, we'll be able to create better artwork. Therefore, transcendence is also an important trait of Chan-inspired design works. So we have already mentioned three questions. What is Chan? The Chan relationship with designers. Chan-inspired features and this Chan-inspired design features. We hope that designers guided by the wisdom of Chan can transform their design process into a form of spiritual cultivation and a path of awakening. Additionally, I wish for their works can bring peace to the body and mind and of many, therefore guiding more people towards awakening. Therefore, during designing, you do not only improve yourself, but also you make it a better world. That concludes my speech. That concludes my sharing. Thank you. Thank you for Venerable Master Jijun. Let's applause again to thank Venerable Master Jijun. Please take a step this way. Take a short break.
那法师远道从中国而来，也给我们带来了一个小礼物。
The master came all the way from China to bring us a gift, and also he integrates the Chinese-inspired design in our Chan design and practice in Fujian Taining. Although there is a pandemic, but the master was not resting at all. He brought us English version short clip. Do you want to see the Amrita Retreat Center?
Nestled between mountains in waters, sweet dew descends. In perfect stillness, a paradise is revealed. Surrounded by the rich Danxia landscape, the vast Jin Lake, and the red mountains of Taining, rest in Arcadian Chan Sanctuary, Amrita Retreat Center. The body rests with a peaceful mind. All is at ease when observed calmly. In moments of stillness, the world's beauty reveals itself effortlessly. Sadly, many people are constantly plagued by restlessness and anxiety, struggling to find inner peace. Even in leisure, the skill to truly relax in rest often eludes them. We aspire to create a lifestyle that combines natural beauty, cultural architecture, and mindful practices, guiding individuals from physical to mental calmness. The Amrita Retreat Center, managed by the Taining Mindful Peace Society, is centered around the Mindful Peace Sanctuary. The Retreat Center embraces Eastern cultural wisdom and advocates for a mindful, slow-paced lifestyle. It also engages in various community projects, helping people achieve harmony in both body and mind. Our goal is to build a manda that puts people at its core, focusing on how individuals can best find peace of mind and body, and how such environment can best serve the people within it. The Mindful Peace Sanctuary is a modern retreat center offering both convenience and comfort, creating a Chan atmosphere to assist spiritual practices. It helps people let go of attachments and quieten delusions, leading to true spiritual wellness. The Chan Sanctuary brings indoor a grotto, a place where ancients used to practice. This is a versatile area integrating functions such as lectures, meditation, and Buddhist ceremonies, which are open to local believers. The Great Meditation Hall, bathed in a mix of candle, lamp, moonlight, and starlight, offers a tranquil experience of being alone, yet not lonely, in a crowd yet undisturbed. On the main stage of the Great Chan Hall stands the 3-meter-tall Shakyamuni Buddha statue, known as the Smile in the East. It is a replica of the primary Buddha from Cave 44 of the Maiji Mountain Grottos. The statue's serene and joyful expression embodies the smile in every part of the body, as often described in Buddhist scriptures. It illustrates the Buddha in Bodhisattva's profound calmness, complete freedom from burdens, and ceaseless joy. No self, formlessness, infinity, transcendence, tranquility, and detachment are the core principles that shape my concept of an ideal Chan monastery. These 6-word principles underpin the design philosophy of the Amrita Retreat Center. Every design element is carefully crafted to promote unity among people, buildings, and environment, rather than highlighting individualism. We focused on enhancing spatial expansiveness by softening divisions, seamlessly integrating confined indoor spaces with the natural outdoor landscape. At the Amrita Retreat Center, the Chan spaces are marked by their simplicity and ethereal beauty. We hold the belief that emptiness is a form of beauty and that less is more. Here, every natural element conveys a sense of transcendence, tranquility, and detachment. The buildings at the center all share a unified tone, complementing the Mindful Peace Sanctuary's simple and unadored aesthetic. Eastern Chan elements are incorporated throughout. Practicality is a key focus, with designs adapted to human needs and the local climate, terrain, and vegetation. Our primary materials are rustic and natural, including old stone slabs, pebbles, unprocessed wood, bamboo fences, and red sandstone walls, all chosen to reflect the principle of tamed nature and unforced craftsmanship. In addition to designing beautiful Chan spaces, we also advocate and practice slow-paced mindful living. This includes learning to walk, eat, and work mindfully, attentively making tea, developing healthy daily routines, and building harmonious social connections. As more and more people seek a return to a simpler, more authentic way of life, Amrita Retreat Center has introduced Mindful Peace cultural events to meet this need. These events include a range of charitable activities organized regularly to embrace this longing. Interactive seminars with cultural figures, mindful tea ceremonies that center you in the present moment. Quiet reading by the Lakeside Library. Our lifestyle is simple and plain, but it is filled with a sense of sufficiency and ease. You'll learn to be at peace on your own without needing to depend on anything else. This is because each life is self-reliant and has the potential for awakening. As we lessen our grip on external attachments, our lives naturally become more relaxed and free. Building a Chan sanctuary for the benefit of all beings. Nestled between mountains in waters, sweet dew descends. In perfect stillness, a paradise is revealed. Surrounded by the rich Danxia landscape, the vast.
What do you think? Do you like it? Amazing. 我今天其实
Today, the forum today is fully seated. You have many different European people. Where are you from? Italy, France, Slovenia, Finland, Spanish, Spain, Germany, Swiss.
Thank you all for coming such a long way to meet with us. 我觉得你们的到来让我们今天这样的
I think your coming makes us truly international. It's really is an international occasion.
Sorry, excuse me. Can you touch the slides into the final page of this slide? Final page, the last one. Next. Yes, thank you. 他给我这个做了一个互动啊，我们留了一个悬念。所以法师呢，刚才给我们带来
The master gave us an amazing speech about the awakening, art of awakening and Chan design. And the next is what everybody expected. I would like to introduce our panelists to you. First, Miguel Bruno. Miguel Bonetti is an Italian architect who formulated the master plan of 2015 Milan World Expo. Together with Mrs. Xun Chun, they are founders of the China Design. Can you share with us about what you feel after listening to Master Teaching's speaking?
For the occasion to have a discussion on this amazing theme after what we have seen, that is really, really something that somehow we like, but also we need.
Thank you. I heard Michaela had dreamed lots of exhibition down at the other side. Yeah, you had a wonderful experience. Thank you. Thank you. 所以我们法师不仅仅
Therefore, the master brought us not only the master has brought us the big calligraphy, the Fetch Your Mind, and I'll pacify for you. And after the forum, you can also go into our exhibition to take a look. The next prestigious guest, Stephen Hummel, a famous design consultant from Austria.
impression, or what's your, I have noticed you are very, how to say that, concentrated, and you write down quite lots of notes in your book. What's your first impression, and what do you think of?
My first impression is that I'm very honored to be here. Mm-hmm. My second impression is that in the triumph of luxury and brands and logos and fullness, not emptiness, it is quite surprising to be involved by this wonderful mind. Yeah. And I feel it's quite relaxing, even though it is very tough, because the madness of the city that is celebrating since many, many years, the peak of luxury, is a huge contrast.
It's a huge contrast.
Yeah.
So that's why makes our forum today is very meaningful. 我觉得他说在这样的一个喧嚣的城市，
有意义。 So when discussing the Chinese design and mindful peace, um, I think it's meaningful, especially in a city like this.
Our next prestigious guest is Mr. Yao Yingjia. 他也是我的这个好朋友哈，我们
Yao Yongjia is also my girlfriend. We've known each other for many years.
主教，
He is a pride of our Chinese people. He's from he's the vice general manager of Lotus Group. He's also the designer of the Beijing Olympic Games Xiangyun torch design. I believe in 2011 you participated in Suzhou Chen Inspired Design Forum, and we have an appointment that you want to have a dialogue with Master. Now you have fulfilled your dream. Thank you. I think this very rare opportunity for learning and thinking. It's my pure intuition and concept. I think that is really inspiring for me. And secondly, to maintain do things mundane with a super mundane mindset, I believe that will bring us a lot of different thinking. I believe with the dialogue and collision of, I believe will inspire a lot of different thinking. Please take your seat. Indeed, in 2021, together with Mr. Yao Yingjia, we went into a Metadata retreat center. You're one of the few audience here that were in a Metadata retreat center personally, and you have a dialogue with Master Jijun. And pure intuition, that was the first time that I've heard such word. And you can tell us about the story, the pure intuition, and your eyes were lightened up when you heard this word. So you can tell us about the feeling. And now, with the time passing by, I believe the theme is really more and more important. Our next distinguished guest, Mr. Hou Zhenguang, a famous designer from China. Naturally, this forum will inform different top designers from China, from the world. And Mr. Hou, you're the first time to participate in the Chinese Design Forum. So what do you feel about after listening to Master's words? Yes, I've been listening attentively. Me, I'm the anxiety and the confused type that seeking for boosting my ego that the master mentioned. I believe there are a lot of people like me, but it doesn't mean that we do not want to improve us. It doesn't mean we do not think about improving ourselves. I'm expecting I really look forward to communicate, to exchange with the master and with our better with all the other top designers, and hope that I can get from ignorance to clarity. Great, that's great. Last but not least, the only lady panelist here from Beijing TV, Senior Media Director of China Artificial Intelligence Industry Association, Ms. Ye Qing. And also, Ms. Ye Qing is one important person behind our forum from the very beginning of our forum. She had participated in the organizing and planning of the entire event. Let's thank her for her hard work. You've been attentive listening. You've been taking photographs and taking notes as well, both English and Chinese. And how do you feel about after listening Master's lectures? So I'm observing the culture and designing world. After listening master's words in the AI arena, in the AI time, where will be the future of culture, Chinese culture? Actually, the masters gave us a really big future. Chan can help us, the humans can help us to understand our life, to improve our life. And that, I believe, in the age of AI, how can we compete with the AI robots when they are self-conscious? If we do not want to be replaced by them, I believe that is the key
谢谢
aspect
陈烨经
too
理指
for
导，
us.
也请您提出主席台。好，那我们最后呢，法师很辛苦，这2天真的是他前前
Last
要
but
去巴
not
黎，
least,
再去瓦斯做一
the
些
master also went to
讲座，
Barato,
这 2天
went to lectured about the Dharma Sutra's wisdom, and also had a communication with a lot of students last night about Chinese design. Now let's warmly welcome Master Jiqun and to have a dialogue with the panelists. Please take your seat.
好，那刚才的话呢，那个法师，刚才我
Just now, Master, you have heard everybody's feedbacks after listening to the lecture, especially Mr. Ho. He's very authentic. He faces his anxiety before we start. Can you set for the tone of our, set for the direction for our discussion? So what do you expect, or what do you want to say to everyone? Participating in the forum, on the one hand, I want to share the relationship between Chinese design, and also came here to learn about the experts of design. So what are their thoughts on such questions? What are you thinking on this? Well, in the process of exchanging, I hope that I want to listen more about the feedbacks, about the different aspects that I've shared, and then we can further discuss, extend our discussion. Thank you, Master. I think this is for the first time for Chan design to enter the stage of international design. And the Master mentioned in his lecture, no self, the infinite, etc., the six word maximum. So are those concepts really intangible? And for the international famous designers, how do you understand the 6 word maxim? No self, formlessness, infinity, supermundane, quiescence, and transcendence. Can you share with us how do you feel, Miguel?
Sure. I really feel more rich after the master lecture, because I understood that the 6 pillars that are a method that is somehow improving my Easter side. I think we have both some Western side. No? The Western side is island, the Mediterranean way, debate, conflict, logos, so on, market, consume, produce, whatever. And everybody has also an Easter side that is more about harmony, balance, centrality of ourselves, of the things we do. So in the last year, for sure, the success of many Eastern content are because the western side is totally a little bit broken and not working very well. So my eastern side today has also a method for design. And this is crucial because we have the intention, we have the target, we know where we want to go, but we don't have the tools. And today, with the lecture of the master, understanding the 6 pillars, but also looking your presence in these days, guys, Shine, your colleague, we understood that there is a way to do what? To produce more successful objects? No, I don't think that's the point. There is a way to take care of products, to take care of ourselves and of the products that we do, that so can have a longer life. So infinity, transcendence, emptiness, and all of these keywords are really tangible from my point of view. We can see in your practice, your object, and this is helping not only the process of production of things that my Western part burn, do, consume, but is disappointed by them, by it. We can apply this also to our market. But these keywords to take care of our body, our mind, and the object that we produce and we use is something that I really understood in this day, thanks to you, to do the content and to what we had.
哇，那个 Michaela 刚才提到
Mikhail just mentioned the Eastern and the Western balance and fusion. Lastly, he mentioned the point that it is important. We do not do something for that success that we cannot see. We need to take care of our artwork and take care of our products. It aims to serve our life. Thank you very much. Next, Stefan, please.
Thank you very much. My approach is an approach from the world of marketing and the step after having designed something, the communication. And the city of Milan is a city that lives from a whole structure. Many people in the city worked the whole year to create this event in Milano. And it became maybe the world's biggest event for showing products, for showing ideas, showing thought process. I was obviously very impressed and very happy to have this occasion to meet the beauty of these words and of this mind path. But on the other side, we are in the middle of this strong battle, and the path for us to get to this emptiness is very long, because we have to be sincere. Our European, Mediterranean, Roman Catholic system is created on the idea of guilt. We are educated to have the sense of guilt, which is just opposite to an idea of emptiness. So, for example, if I trace a line on what has been the story of minimalism in Western European culture, we find Adolf Loos, Austrian architect, who designed the first time very essential pieces against the Austrian Empire and against imperialism. So I am very much into that Chan idea should be diffused as much as possible, because even though on one side there was this path that in our design culture we had in the 60s, 70s, radical design, we had here also a person who had to leave, who was member of this group of people. Her brother taught me very much. He taught me the sense of proportions, and proportions not only in design, furniture that give you a different type of harmony, but proportions that have to be translated on also on your being human and being conscious in society. And from this point of view, I think, well, I'm very honored to see somebody who is ahead, but I'm very happy to do so, and I'm very happy to communicate between East, West, North and South, because yesterday, for example, there was the world premiere of a film about Brazilian designers who were very concerned about the tradition of the Indios of the rainwood forest, and Brazil get destroyed by plantation, the vegetation is changing, and there are so many aspects. Today, Isfahan in Persia was bombed. We are facing many troubles, and so we need to harmonize. We need to speak better. And I think one of the major things I'm asking the people, we maybe should start discuss before we go to artificial intelligence, natural stupidity, because that we are.
Natural stupidity.
Yeah.
This is a little bit depressing, isn't it?
But it's depressing, but before if you want to rise, I think you have to understand why you are low.
Okay.
And this is a major topic to me, because normally you wouldn't think about bombing, destroying, polluting as we do if we would be intelligent. But we are not. So
absolutely.
That's what I think also Master's philosophy is expressing, that we have to work on ourselves to get into another dimension. The problem is that well, if we look around the city, the people are queuing up for a lot of queuing up for seeing brands, and the whole system of Milan is just the opposite of the words of the master. So this is what I understood, and that's why I'm talking about the fact that we have to discuss our stupidity. Because I mean, I appreciate what the master is saying, but well, I myself feel that I have to learn a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your humbleness. 哎呀，非常感谢 Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen's humbleness. And today, the panelist, Mr. Ho, has given us a very good start. And then we're all self-reflecting right now. This is what we want. I think your sharing are both very inspiring. Stephen mentioned that when we realize that since after there is ChatGPT, have you been using ChatGPT? I'm really deeply rely on that. You can ask it to translate anything and making Excel, etc. And once you rely on that, it will deprive yourself of your skills. When we think about our meaning of living in this world, between us and the tools, between us and the artworks, what is the relationship? I think that's something worth thinking. I think after listening we cannot say that they are foreigners, we're foreigners actually here. So from Italian and international designers sharing, Ye Qing, as you're the initiator and founder, planner of this forum, do you think it meets your expectation? I think I'm still an observer. I'm not a founder or planner. Actually, the planner and initiator is Mr. Sun. he is the true initiator. Actually, there is a very interesting observation. Besides the China design and Milan design week, I also watched a lot of furniture shows. The Western designers, designers, they express themselves, and mostly I think they keep they want to discover materials through design. I think that is very interesting with the industrial civilization. When technology keeps advancing, actually technologies have helped the designers to discover the materials as what they are. Like Master Chichi mentioned, material in itself, it's also part of our life. I believe in the future, I really look forward that through Chan, while the designers are understanding the life, I think they can help. Chan can help them to understand the life inside the materials, to help them better understand that besides humans and other life, there are other lives, and then they will be able to have a better expression in their artwork. But Chan in itself can be a means to help the designers to discover, to explore, to observe, and express material. So that was my observation in the past few days. Secondly, while I was participating in the forum, because I have participated the China Artificial Intelligence Industrial Association as a director, I've been thinking that AI, after this technology is advancing, after industrial revolution, what is the biggest difference? That is the self-awareness. And here we have Fabrica de Vapore, and steamer's time, but it has no conscious. But AI can be self-conscious. When the robot is self-conscious, as designers of robots, we cannot control them. Then, for human beings, will that be a threat to us? So when facing a robot, a self-conscious robot, I think the human life will keep work on your own life and improving our own understanding of life inwardly. We keep doing that inwardly. I believe that's really important. That's what Master Chichi mentioned, the Oriental wisdom and Chinese culture, and Chan as a means. And he brought this to us. I believe it will be able to help the designers. Designers have a mission to better our life, to keep bettering our life, to keep bettering our home. Except for caring about materials, life, and environment and buildings, there is a bigger object that we need to consider: the earth itself. Therefore, Oriental Chan wisdom, Chinese Chan, I think this is of critical importance that the master has brought Chan here. Mr. Hao, how do you see the sixth maxim as a senior designer? How do you think that will help you? Following Yeching's words, I was also in the furniture show. I've visited there for 2 days. I think there are a lot of people and on the increase, and all the designers from the world went there. It's not like a pilgrim, but Italian furniture designer exhibition and Milan Design Week in the world designers positions is really high, a really high position in the mind of the world designers. From my perspective, the design and the furnitures, they are blurring the lines, the boundaries. It's not something that this is Western, this is Eastern. No. they're trying their best to express. But Western designers are not trying to show that they're Western. And Eastern designers are trying to do that. I think there's internal logic and cause to that. The designers try to do that from the Chinese because our designing starts very short history. We are trying to eager to show our past, our tradition, and our school to integrate those to fastly tell people in the world who we are, where are we from, etc. I think this feature, I can avoid it, but I can follow it. But when we are live within that, the Eastern people and Western people, we are all on the same surface. We all faced the core of design on the same level. From my own perspective, I'm a designer that's boosting my ego. I believe rationality. Designing is a rational process. When we were young, because I learned furniture designing in the UK. When I was young, I believed in intuition. It will give me a lot of thoughts and inspiration. When a teacher asked me, how do you, why do you do this? I said, I like it. I love it. I like it. And the teacher was speechless because you learned nothing from me. Yeah, that designing. Why do you make a new chair? There are a lot of tens of thousands, millions of chairs. Why do you make another chair? And the strongest reason, what was the strongest reason? And we were very pure. And I was very simple, I like it, that's all. And such intuition is too simple and too superficial. Then we need to go back to rationality, and we need comprehensive data to support that the holistic foundation, holistic ground of designing a new chair. But is that all? No. Then after some time, you realize that such rationality has reached something like a bottleneck, reached a ceiling. And this time, variable massage comes. The sixth maximum comes. I'm not joking. Rationality, when it reaches its end, needs something ultimate. Is this something, everything from data? No, it comes from something unspeakable. And I was thinking something before. Do we do things for altruism, or do we do things for ourselves? What is our purpose? And the purpose and the process, which comes first? The master mentioned this. And Chinese design has an altruistic mind. We need to have a peaceful, sound mind and peaceful, sound body and peaceful mind. And Master mentioned the purpose of a Chinese design. Actually, I'm still a little bit confused. Whether altruism is the purpose, I think I'm not as noble as that. I think altruism is a means. It's a means of practice. The end is to benefit myself, to pacify my mind, to have a healthy, to reach physical health. I think on this shallow level, I believe what Master mentioned, design is a path to practice. I think it offers me a very good reason to keep designing. Great, fantastic.
But where are we headed to? This is the question. 那我们去哪儿呢?
Where is our future? I think Mr. Ho is really humble, and he mentioned that while designing rationality and intuitions, entangling. So, I like what you mentioned that you responded with "I like it" when your teacher asked you. There's a lot of unhealthy competition inside China. I think the reason that you like it is quite a luxury in this world. You also posed a question, and then later we'll have the master answer a question. You also mentioned intuition. So our the intuition to pure intuition. So the first benefactor Mr. Yao, I think you're the best person to share with us. I think my current state is that you are under the influence of a lot of information, and the master mentioned a lot of elements. I think this is I'm trying to do things inwardly. I'm communicating with you is outwardness. I think we need to make things valuable. And firstly, I believe that everybody sitting here, maybe not everyone is a designer. And the first, I need to say that design is a process to solve issues, is a process to offer solutions. I think that's the first aspect. And secondly, I believe that everybody is the carrier of information. I think I'm quite cross the boundary person from the AI, from the automobile industry, from designing. So everybody is a carrier for information. So I would like to share with you in such an occasion. While being aware and practice, we all experiencing designing. So when you focus on other people, when you care about the other people, or even you do not like other things, you need to focus on whether the artwork or the designer thoughts from the experiential designing. I think everybody can have a different sharings from different aspects, and with different lot of different thinkings. So from the knowledge and practice, maybe we have heard a lot of wisdom today, but for me, most importantly today is how to put it into practice. I was a designer, and from today I'm an experiential designer. I've been doing such business. When I was a designer, I had less anxieties. And when I get into the business, I begin to have more anxieties. I think the word value is really important. We often mention success. Many people like to consider success, like focus on success. Success. For me, I think what value have you created? What value can you share with other people? So as a designer before, my understanding of the pure intuition, I have tried to understand the pure intuition, and today, as a businessman, it is more difficult. I think the initial thought and pure intuition is quite close, I believe. When I was doing business, my product and my business plan, what will them provide with people in terms of value and emotion? I think there are two key words: health and time. Whatever I do, I try to think about. You do a lot of complex expressions on the surface, no matter in business or not. What's the essence that you bring to people with this? So, except the superficial values, there are also essential values: time, health, emotion. Like I mentioned, there are more important. That is love. Those are invaluable, hard to be estimated value. And I hope that we can bring them together with business practices. That's my very superficial sharing. I think the spark of thoughts is really going wild today. I think Mr. Ho mentioned the rationality and um,
我们实际是不是这样的一个超越？这个我们的这个印加先生呢，
feelings.
这样的一个
Mr. Yao Yingjia mentioned the knowledge and practice, the pure intuition. It seems that we have a lot of things to go on, family work, and etc. Relationships and success. And I think you did cross a lot of different areas from the tours and auto and experiential design. And I think you're more tiring. You were happier as a designer. It seems like that. Also, the master mentioned the pure intuition. What's the essence of the pure intuition? Now, everybody wants to have that. How can a designer reach the pure intuition? It is because that we also habitual to use our rationality. Then intuition for us, when we are totally relaxed, emptied our mind, it becomes an occasional spark in our mind. Most of the time, we are confined within concepts, thinking, experiences, etc. Because we tend to use rationality, it becomes a habit of us. Therefore, we need to escape from rationality, which becomes something very difficult for us. But are we able to do that? But of course, we're capable. Chan practice aims to help us escape the rationality and to unlock the internal power of awakening intuition. So besides correct means, we need to keep practicing and keep being familiar with that. So when we keep using rationality, that is very tiring for us. You need to keep thinking and until you couldn't sleep. We're habitual to use that, and then our mind becomes that it's like a flowing water. You want to cut it with a knife. It's impossible. Your mind cannot rest. You're incapable of rest your mind. When you are able to feel the intuition from the rationality, you will be able to escape from rationality, emotions, and thoughts, and then to take a rest, take your break in the vast, unlimited intuition. Meanwhile, such intuition will become the greatest source of creativity in your life.
Life is like a floating river. 法师刚才引用了一首禅诗：“沿流不止问如何。”那说我们的这样的一个思绪，也像这个。
So the master also mentioned that our thoughts are like water. We can't stop the stream of flowing. We can't stop thinking. Can you? No.
Master was saying, keep using the rational thinking. We are tiring, exhausting, or anxious. The pure intuition is beyond rational thinking. How to balance the rational thinking and the pure intuition after, all our colleagues discussed? What do you two think of?
Working also.
好的，跟杨一起合作的时候呢，跟这个年轻人一起合作的时候，尤其是一些个小孩子，我会了解他们的这种想法，了解他们的理性，他们这个 性的这个程度是不一样的，而有的时候呢会变成一种牢笼，有的时候会变成一种会变成一种探索你的直觉的一种工具。我觉得这是关键，但是如何能够达到那里呢是非常困难的。在我们的经验当中呢。
Speak too much and we don't listen. So to explode your unrational, following what we've seen and trying to give some addition, I can tell you that in designer, okay, there is a big in designer and in architect, there is a big problem of ego. There is a big problem of performance. There is a big problem of methodology, okay, that sometimes is losing the intuition and the good design. But if we see in the past people like Munari were being totally rational and totally intuitive, okay? They gave the creativity is the keywords to unlock the creativity. Today, Chinese has a problem with creativity. Western has a problem of creativity. Are different problem. In Chinese, you have to unlock everything. In Western, we have to give a direction. There is even too much. So from this dialogue, I think we can go beyond the term. But you can't ask to us to lose our rationality because we are under the century of light, is part of our identity, is to don't be slave of it.
I agree with Zhao that said that when you are business related, there is a different form of anxiety, and this has also to do with rationality. What I'm thinking, that I'm very proud to be part of all this story of Milano. Through the years, we are here getting more and more attention from the world. Everybody's coming, which is huge work because on Monday, when everybody thinks we are going home, the fair is ended, for us starts the preparation of 2025, and we start with our rational thinking, our anxieties and everything to get everybody organized and to see what we have done this year wrong to make it better next year. And so this is our not so luxurious life in this city. But thinking about that, it's obvious, as I said before, that we have to understand that we have a long path to go and that we should include a lot of thought processes. I think that the Western side of us is very obviously very egocentric. That's also our history shows that we wanted always to dominate. Now we are in the period where we understood that we are not dominating anymore, so we are getting into a new phase. But as Michele said correctly, the history of design, the Western history of design, went already years ago, looked already at least 60, 70 years ago to the East to learn the understanding of simplicity and to learn the path of emptiness to fulfill in your homes the anxiety of daily life outside. And so I keep on going, and on Monday I will start to
digest.
No, not that there's not so much time to digest, to rethink everything,
Rethink everything.
yeah, to go on for the next time.
We have to always on the way.
Yeah.
The show must go on 。人生难得是欢聚，唯有别离多。他刚才说，在这个
It mentioned that the Milan Design Week has a world focus. How many people came here? Like 150,000 people came to Milan on this week. He said that I no time to digest everything, and then I need to go into planning the 2025 event. I think designer is kind of conflicting job. On one hand, you need to boost the self, you need to showcase yourself, show the ego, and on the other hand, you cannot be too egocentric. And Mr. Homesh asked a question, well, benefiting the other people, and you think that benefiting others truly best benefiting the self. That was your question. But as a designer, can the master share with us? And Mr. Yao, after so many years, that I think you look really tired, but you're still handsome. And egocentric, how can we benefit the world? How can we balance that? I think the two famous designers mentioned the utilization of rationality. On the one hand, we mentioned the pure intuition, but as Buddhism, it does not design the value of rationality. On the contrary, Buddhism really values rationality on its functions of human cognition. The humans, through cultural heritage, culture inheritance, and they form different cognitions to solve different problems. Here, rationality is of a critical importance. But the fact is that what kind of rationality do we need to construct? How can we better manage rationality to stop it from the trouble to ourselves, become the danger to the world? That depends on what kind of cultural do we need to accept. The construction of a rationality, and how can we build such a rationality on our experience, and make sure that such experience do not limit our rationality. For example, for us, it's hard for us to stop the influence toward rationality from emotions and experiences, etc. So during the process, how can we stop rationality become inertia? We need to take a rest every day. If we cannot stop thinking every day, it's very hard, because the fact is rationality is important to everyone in the society. So it depends on what kind of culture do we need to pass on, and also through the understanding of meditation, we need to develop the power of being clearly aware inside us. So many people are ignorant according to Buddhism, and we would think about a lot of things with rationality. We cannot see clearly, actually. Therefore, through chant practice, it will be able to help us the limitation of rationality, and better utilize rationality without causing trouble to ourselves and the world. So, in this restless world today, I think the Oriental wisdom Chan really has its uniqueness, unique value to the world. The world is balancing very fast with seeking for luxury, and in itself is a competition, a conflict, or invasion. But Oriental Chan in the inward self-reflection, introspection, to seek for the deep quietness within. So the peace of the human world starts from the internal peace. Without internal peace and harmony, we cannot have a peaceful world. Therefore, Chan aim to help us to have such inner peace and harmony. So, with such a mindset, we'll be able to radiate the world, enable the world peace, and then the world and everybody will become more peaceful and more joyful, and to face the world with more love.
So rational thinking is not always
Bad things. So using rational thinking wisely can help us to achieve the pure intuition. 所以理性其实是一把双刃剑，看我们怎么。
So rationality is a double-edged sword. So how can we utilize rationality to help us to reach pure intuition? Well, time is short, and maybe we have a lot yet to communicate, but it is better for us to leave some space and to see you in the next year. Lastly, every year every time we will ask our panelists for one sentence to express your holistic impression of the event of what we're discussed. Starting from Ms. Ye, I hope that Venerable Master Ji Qun can bring the Oriental Chan wisdom to the world designers. I think through the Chan can benefit, the designers can really truly design for life. After seeing the video, I really want to go to the Medita Retreat Center and redesign my furnitures. To redesign the furniture there to show my ego. We need to have an effort to inward thinking to turn that into the external good.
I really want to come to your retreat.
Pardon? Oh, you want to go there as well? Is this your last words?
I need. No, I really, well, apart of everything, I pass a great time with the words of the master, your presence and your team presence, because also we didn't speak about the ceremony of tea, the rituals that are behind all of what we've seen. That is something very new for us that we wanted to learn more.
Thank you so much. We are so happy in your country and to have this dialogue. I think we have learned so much from this great country, isn't it? Do you enjoy Milan? Yeah. Do you like Milan? Yeah. Applause to Italy, to Milan.
Yeah, come.
Thank you. Stefan.
So in one sentence, I want to say that we will do our best to learn the lesson and to prepare for next year more Chan design concepts in Milano.
Wow. 我们Stefan 已经开始计划明年。
Stefan has already started to plan Milan Design Week with more Chan-inspired elements. Master, please. I hope that more and more people will have the wisdom of Chan. I hope that more and more people can experience the Chan-inspired life and wish the world can be a better place.
make this world a better place. Let's all learn from the wisdom of Chan and make us to become a better person. Then we can make the world a better place. Thank you all for coming today. 谢谢。
Thank you for listening. Thank you for participating.
Oh, 给他们设计师是吧？好的。哦。Yeah, let's take some pictures for all the 小燕姐来。all our. 我在边上，小燕姐。